What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the last episode in this series. I was going to do a whole different video explaining how you could possibly make entries, but then I realized I would just be repeating most of the information I made in the previous video, which is the establishing a range video. So what this video will basically be is just a continuation of that video into how you could possibly make entries with the information that you currently have. Okay, so again, you want to start on the weekly or on the daily time frame. So I am on the daily. I'm just going to quickly explain what this is. On the daily, you're looking for recent market structure break, which is this. So this becomes a potential low, that becomes our high. So anything within these two areas is our trading range, and anything within that is just potentials to short, because we broke structure here, so we're expecting further bearish movement. Okay, so how would we know that we are ready to short? I did mention you'd be looking for a market structure shift, which we got right here, and then market push to the upside. So once market is in our premium, how do we then also know that it's time to sell? So within this leg, but within this range, this one and that, somewhere at the top here, there is a market structure shift on the lower time frame. Let's say on the 1 hour, there should be a market structure shift down here, which then leads the market to push down. Okay, so now that we understand that we are within this range, we already hit our premium, we have already done a larger time frame market structure shift right here. Where are we sitting? We are sitting in a premium of this range from there to there after the market structure shift. Okay, so where in this range are we? We are in a premium. So how would you make entries from either this fair value gap or this order block right here? So it's pretty much the same concept everywhere. You go down into the lower time frame, let's say the 4 hour. What you're looking for is market structure shifts. So you're looking for structure to present itself uh, within this. You could also just wait for price to get here and then just sell it and put your stop loss here or there, but then your stop loss will be rather large, so you'd have to have like a good amount of capital for you to make sensible profits. Okay, so on the 4 I'm not seeing structure within this pool, so I'm going to move to the 1 hour. In the 1 hour I do see structure, so this right here is a shift right there. And what do we have right above it? We have a fair value gap, which is from there to there. Price comes into it and then sells completely off. If you want to further refine this and uh, look to make a smaller stop loss, so if you had sold right here, stop loss would be up here. So if you want to refine it a little bit more, you move to the 15-minute. We're still looking at that leg. We're still looking at this leg. So we had our market structure shift here, we pulled back. But if you don't want to sell from here because this stop loss is too large, what do? You wait for a market structure shift again on the lower time frames. This might be a market structure shift on the 5-minute, it might not be on the 15. And then we have a fair value gap right there. We do close into it fully, but we do tap into another block right here. So I could have either sold here and put my stop loss above this order block right there, and then price falls to the downside. That's how you would potentially look to get entries on price. Okay, so now with the current information that you have, I did mention that you want to be selling in premiums and buying in discounts. So what happens when you have a situation like this, where you're coming to the charts for the first time, you're in a premium, you've moved away from the premium, you're now in a discount of between this and that range? How do you look for trades within this? So you do the exact same thing. So this is the daily. I'm gonna start to look for structure, so I go to the 4 hour. So within the 4 hour, I know from here to there is one trading range. from there to what do we break structure there. So I'll pick from there, this whole leg will be one trading range. So from there to there, after breaking this, we expect a very large pullback, so we get this pullback right here. What would be our target for this pullback? Well, we have relatively highs right here, and we have a fair value gap right here. So I would be looking for price to get up into this fair value gap right there. All right, and as you can see, we fell. So if I was going to trade the 4 hour, I would have sold here, stop loss there, and dropped it. But of course, that's not what we want to do. We want to shrink our stop loss even further. So I'm just going to stretch. Oops, please don't open a new page. I'm just going to stretch that, drop into the 1 hour. Bingo. On the 1 hour, I know this is a breaker block which we tapped into, and the market fell. We also have a fair value from there to there. So you could have been selling here, stop loss there. Your targets, because we are bearish, would have been this low, and you should have been out. But if you had multiple entries, you could have been targeting this low as well right here. And that's how you could potentially frame a trade with the information that you currently have. This doesn't always work on the larger time frames. You can use it on the smaller time frames. So let's say the 1 hour. We're going to be looking at this range from there to there, the market structure shift. So I will push back to the 15 because I should be able to see market structure much better on the 15-minute. Okay, so what do we have? We have a correction, then we have an impulse leg. Every time we have an impulse leg, there's going to be another correction. So we broke below this. So if we do start correcting here, what is going to signal us into getting into trades would be the break of this. Okay, so if you're an aggressive trader like me, you would already start to look for entries within this leg before you even have a market structure shift up here. But be careful, these trades usually lead into losses, but I usually do them. I usually have one loss and then the next one is a sure shot. That's just how I do it. I'm not saying you should always have a loss now. So once you get into a trade here, you wanna get out of the trade. I think anywhere around here would be good, or here to be extra safe. Alright, so if I were going to get into this trade, I would probably do it from this fair value gap right here. But to be extra safe, we would want to wait for this market structure shift to happen, which we do, but there is nothing for us to come back down to here. There are no fair value gaps, there's nothing. So price is highly unlikely to come back down here. So what do? We want to watch this consolidation. So this being our recent price, do we break above it? We take liquidity, but we don't break. Then we break above it right here. So at that point is when now you'd be looking for entries, because your new range is within here and there. What do we have within this leg? We have order block right there with a fair value gap to the left of it. So I would place my entry there, my stop loss at the bottom of the swing low, which is there. And then my targets, like I said before, would be here. If I'm really ambitious, maybe there. But remember, on the higher time frame, we're looking for a market structure shift. There's a possibility that we might actually take this. So you have to keep the higher time frame bias in mind all the time. And that's how you would enter a trade on just the 4 hour Lego section. Alright, so with that being said, I think I'm done with the demonstration of how you could possibly make trades with the information that you currently have. But you have to keep in mind this information will take some time to actually go through, and you will need to be using a very small lot size, and your profits will not come as quick as you want them to be, because that's just the reality of this specific strategy. So if you're going to be looking to get into day trades or day scalps, that's a whole different uh, lesson that I'm about to start after this season ends, with this episode being the finale of that season. So, yeah, I'm done. I hope I made everything clear. If nothing was clear, remember to leave a comment down below. If I do see it, when I do see it, I will get back to it and we can redo this video in a way that you guys can understand. I know I'm pretty much talking to myself because my channel is basically at 0 subscribers, but that's alright. Alright, so thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.